Peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the
Hey guys, back with another video. This video is about Keimani, of course. I have a clip of Keimani's mom, Tiara. She did a live answering some questions during the time that they were searching for Keimani. And let me just say, it's a lot of things about this live that I have questions about. It's a lot of things about this live that don't make sense, don't add up. I wouldn't put it past it if all of them played a part in the demise of Keimani, because some things just don't add up. Now, at one point she says that she hasn't seen Keimani in years before the Saturday before she went missing. Then now all of a sudden Keimani goes missing after you finally get the chance to see her. Not even that, the people that lived in the grandma's house upstairs, they're missing. Nobody knows where they are at. And I really feel like they could have played a part as well. The grandma, she's getting rid of evidence, clothes and stuff like that. Everybody played a part in getting rid of this little girl. But y'all keep watching. I'm gonna play this video. I might not speak no more after this. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. And thanks for the support, guys. But let's jump into this, because this is gonna blow y'all mind. This lady, the mom, is not emotional at all. Not like I would, at all. I'm gonna say at all, because any mother that's her daughter is missing, even if you haven't been in your daughter's life like that, that's still a baby, someone that you gave life to, and you don't have a care in the world. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I was saying that a lot of the stuff that was being said is not accurate at all. I was saying that at your mom's house, Keimani and your mom stay on the lower floor, and there are two people that stay upstairs. The woman that claimed to be you, and her boyfriend stay upstairs in your mom's house.
Well, my mom moved her bedroom to across the hall from my daughter.
And the
But
two
I don't
people
know
that
what
stay
that
upstairs.
happened though. Is that,
And the two people that stay upstairs.
Yeah, it was I don't know her name. I don't know the girl name.
Shabuka.
I think her name like Shabuka or Shabuki or I don't know. It's some ghetto ass shit. Either way, it's her boyfriend also shacked up in the house with my mama and my daughter.
Mm-hmm. Because
But
according
we don't
to
know who. But like my family, they don't know who the fuck that girl is. I don't know who that girl is. So she really just a random that my mama picked up off the street like a fucking dog.
that is to firstly go over the fact that um your mom got on the news saying that no one was in the house other than Kimani, the dogs, and her,
Right.
and that failed to show with these two people upstairs. So if you would like to recall what you spoke to me about the other day, about the male searcher going to use the restroom behind the house.
Girl, that wasn't yesterday. The other day. That was last night, girl.
No, I know. For you to take me back.
Oh, girl. So my baby cousin, yeah, I call him baby cousin because he littler than me, but my baby cousin, he just turned 19, and he went over to my mama's house with my other two cousins, my two girl cousins, and he was knocking on the door because they was out there searching for my daughter, but they went to my mama's house, and I'm sorry if y'all can't hear me. I'm my voice is
Can you guys
died.
react if you can
uh,
hear us? Can
Yeah,
you hear us?
can you guys give me like a thumbs up if y'all can hear me clear? I know it's gonna be hard because my voice is done. I ain't had a voice for a day, and it's the best system got. If y'all
Okay,
can
yeah,
hear me,
they can. They
oh,
can.
okay. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure, y'all. I'm sorry, but okay, so like my daughter and my little cousin said he had to pee. But like really he had to shit. But he ain't want obviously he can't just shit outside. And my mama's house was the closest, so he went and knocked on my mama's door. He said he knocked. He knocked once, he knocked twice, and then he's standing there, he waiting. He said when he knocked that second time, he said he heard a bunch of shuffling in the house. It sounded like it was like 2 or 3 people in the house. And then it sounded like somebody ran upstairs. Um, and then he knocked again and nobody answered. So he's like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. So he leave off my mama porch and he go get back in the car. And I'm just try to suck it up. I'm just trying to get through it. So they happened to look back at my mama house before they pulled off. And the upstairs light was on. The upstairs light was on. They drive around for a little bit longer and then they get to a point because they wouldn't even gone for a full 5 minutes. And he was like, nah, bro, we got to go back. I'm going to fuck around and shit on myself. So they go back to my mama's house. Oh, shit. Wait. I got to take it back. I'm sorry. Because I completely skipped over the fact that okay, so when they were getting ready to pull out after he knocked and he heard the shuffling or whatever, when they were getting ready to pull off, they looked at the light, they were looking back at the house, and the light upstairs was off. So they go in and they pull off. They said when they went to go turn the corner to continue searching for Keimani, that they see my mama car turn on, which means she was about to go somewhere. But they thinking like, okay, well maybe she just run into Tom's or something to go, you know what I'm saying, grab some cigarettes. Um, so they're like, fuck it, we just gonna go back to looking for Keimani. He's like, I'll just have to suck it up. So they go back and they start looking again. But after like I say like a minute or two, he like, yeah, no, I can't do this. I'm gonna fuck around and shit on myself. So they pull back up to the house. It ain't even been 5 minutes when they get back in front of my mama's house. When they get there, the light upstairs, all of a sudden that same light is on. But my mama not at home. Her car ain't out front of the house. And that's the only place that she could park other than the alley in the back. That light is on. But my mama's still not home. So he tried knocking again. No answer. So then he said he went around back and he like, fuck it, I'm gonna just piss right here. Maybe that'll give me some relief. I gotta get some relief one way or another. So he go around the back of my mama's house and he pissing. He said that while he was back there, he said he couldn't pinpoint where the sound was coming from, but he heard a female voice say, "Stop, stop, that's enough, stop." And so he like, what the fuck? So he called out to my other cousins, like low key whispering, like, "Hey y'all!" Like he trying not to be too loud, so that as to like not alert whoever it was that said it, in case it was like some weird shit. So he like, "Hey y'all!" And he like catch up to him or whatever, and he caught up to him like by the field at the end of my mama's street. So um, they walk through the field, and as they're walking through the field, my mom pulls up. She parks her car, but the way that my mama was coming from on the street, in order for her to park her car in front of the house, she would have had to pass them. So she's seen them in that field, and the field is on the corner, so there's hella lights right there. Um, but so my mama, as they're walking through the field, my mama pull up. She pull up, run up to the house, to the side of the house, open the garbage, throws a bag in there, and then runs in the house and locks the door. And so my little cousin's like, wait, because I know she saw us. Why she ain't say nothing? And what was in that bag? So they go in the trash can. on the side of my mama's house. And when they opened it, they said it was a Dollar General bag with balled up clothes in it. And on top of the bag was a set of gloves, like rubber gloves. And they said that some of them clothes in that bag looked like it had blood on it. Like it had blood on it. And they was trying to figure out how to get the bag out the trash without putting their fingerprints and stuff on it. And I told them, I was like, don't use y'all clothes to grab that bag, because if that's evidence, y'all don't want nothing on there tying it back to y'all. So they like, okay, well, what can we use? So they leave and they roaming around and literally looking in other people's trash cans, trying to see like, is it like a old used towel or something that they could use to grab it? And before they even get anywhere, they end up getting blurps. So that's what that was. But I know when I talked to the detectives, because I ended up pulling up on my little cousins, because I'm like, I'm Keimani's mom. I don't want them to get in trouble trying to solve, trying to figure out what happened to my daughter, because they good kids. So I ended up pulling up on them. They told me where they was at. We pulled up on them, me and my other two cousins. And I spoke to the detective. He's like, look, they're not in any trouble. We already know that you guys have been looking for your daughter for a while now. He's like, they're not in any trouble. He's like, we just want to make sure that, the right, that the right steps are taken to make sure that we process this evidence, if it is indeed evidence, the right way. So, but before I ended up exiting that general area, there was six police officers at my mama's door. So that's that.
Okay, so to also debunk this, that Darnell was wanted for something, or there was a warrant for him and he was nowhere to be found, which is not true.
No,
Correct. Correct.
no, it's not. Darnell's been perfectly cooperative. Um, Yesterday, as a matter of fact, when I was on my way down here, um, when I when I was on my way down here, because I got on the bus at like around 12 or whatever, um, like 12 in the afternoon. So I called him to let him know, like, hey, I'm on my way down there. I should be there by like 2. And he was already at the precinct. He said they had just, completely tore his house up, went through everything, searched everything. Um, and then they brought him down to the precinct so that they could interrogate him. After they interrogated him, because they kept him down there for a long time. They took his phone. They asked him if he had cameras. He said, yes, in fact, we do. But they didn't ask for the camera footage. But he said, had they asked, he would have offered it up, no problem. Um,
What about
but
they said
no,
that there was
they,
boots
I don't
covered in a
know
rug.
nothing about no damn boots. My baby daddy don't wear boots. I ain't never seen this man in a pair of boots in my entire life. Um, I don't know nothing about that. I can't speak on that. But as far as what I know from yesterday when I seen him, they didn't release him from that police precinct until like I say probably like 4:30, and he didn't have a phone, and so he said because he ain't have a phone and he ain't had no way to get in touch with nobody if we got split up during the search, he was going home. We have a tail on him. He's a family friend, but he don't fuck with the whole family. Like he's very particular about people. He's been telling my baby daddy. My baby daddy was at home. My baby daddy is not wanted. If they were looking for him, they could find him at home.
Okay, so also to say about what was found when the police got there. Hold on. I can still hear you though.
Say it again.
What they found and what she ended up telling Darnell.
What they found? What do you mean? The original description of the crime scene. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean everybody knows that. My mama said that. Uh,
Girl,
I
you
guess in the
moving
original
something?
report. Huh?
Are you moving something?
Girl, no. I'm laying on this bed.
Oh. But
My
Um,
leg's shaking, but that's it.
okay, so
But
basically, about what was found as far as her article of clothing, and basically, well, I'll start off because I know a lot of people don't know you. Um, they have like a lot of questions as far as where were you. So basically, obviously, I know
I
you're.
mean, we can start there too. Shit. I didn't even know that my daughter was missing. My youngest daughter's birthday was the 17th, St. Patty's Day. Um, so when I went to bed that night, I was good and drunk. I was good and fucked up. And I was comatose. I woke up around, well, I woke up to my sister calling me. My sister lives in Indianapolis. My sister called me. I think it was probably like 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there. And she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She say, why is Keimani face plastered all over Facebook? And why is they talking about she missing? And my sister is in absolute hysterics. My sister's not a crier. She's very much like me. She don't cry. Um, but she's like, why is my baby's pictures all over Facebook? I told her, I was like, I don't have Facebook on my phone. I don't be on social, so I don't know. Um, and she like, go look right now. She's like, they talking about Keimani is missing, and I don't understand how, because she at mommy house. And so I end up downloading Facebook again. I log back into my old account. I look, and that's the first thing I see. However, uh, Friday, because like I said, my youngest daughter's birthday was Monday. The Saturday, I'm sorry, the Saturday prior to that, my daughter was, my Keimani was at my house. My mother gave her father permission to bring her to see me. She was at my house for 2 hours and they left and came back to Toledo, I guess. Because everybody says she was in school Monday, so I would have to assume they came straight back. Um, but when Keimani was at my house, I gave her $100 for her birthday. Um, I ended up giving my baby daddy like $60 for him to get some food and gas to get back up here. And I had just paid almost $900 in child support. So I didn't have no money. When I found out that she was missing, um, I was literally fucking scraping, rubbing pennies together, trying to figure out how the hell I was gonna get here. But I'm here now, so that's what really matters.
Does because I know that this is something that's a hard pill to swallow, and it's just so much going on. And I just hope and pray that there's some type of result. I'm grateful for the people that have stepped out and have taken their time out of their lives to help with the search. Um,
For sure, for sure.
what I feel like is kind of going on as far as this is just a lot of confusion. Everybody wants answers, obviously, and it's just weird.
I mean, I don't know anyone who wouldn't want answers. If you're a kind hearted person, if you're a loving person, if you know a child, literally, just if you know a child, you know how amazing children are. You never want to see nothing horrible happen to no child. You never want to have to think about the day when children's innocence could possibly be stripped from them. And that's what, that's why, I know before I came down here, because my friend was like, I don't understand how somebody could do this to Keimani. And I had to tell her, I'm like, baby, it's not for us to understand. We will never understand how somebody could do this unless we were the type of people that could do something like this. We don't understand it because it's not meant for us. At the
It's
end of the day, when it comes to what's going on with my baby, obviously I want my baby home. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about nothing except my babies and my peace. That's it.
agree.
But at the end of the day, I don't care really to hear about no rumors. No, oh, he said, she said. I don't care about that. if it's not a new lead that's going to help me bring my baby home, if it's not words of encouragement, if it's not people further, furthering their net, trying to share these missing flyers or whatever to get my baby home, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. I just want my kid. And for everybody that's been out there sharing, making posts, making flyers, passing out flyers, uh, I was making T-shirts because apparently that's a thing. Whatever. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I cannot tell you how much you guys showing me support means to me. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. Cause you praying, the truth will prevail. Um, and I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know. This ain't my life.
No, yeah, because I was just saying, because it's just like, so I am in the group. I have been, posting, updates on your behalf, and debunking some of these rumors that are not true. Um, obviously, it's easy to point the finger, but a lot of the stuff has been suspicious. The text messages, that
Yeah, for
were
sure.
literally merged into one.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. When I seen them text messages, I said, I don't know what the fuck that is. I said, but it looks like somebody's trying to figure out what their next storyline is by talking amongst themselves.
And then when I saw it today in another picture, the texts were separated.
Now all of a sudden they're split.
Responses. And
Uh-huh.
then I wanted to know, like, who the fuck, who took the picture of the text messages?
Right,
Because
right,
wasn't
right.
she in questioning as well?
Who?
Wasn't your mom in
My mom?
questioning?
Yeah, they didn't get her until later.
I know, but wouldn't they have taken her phone as well?
Yeah. And that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know. Maybe the pictures of the text messages were taken before.
No, because like, okay, first of
Because
all, it's way too many text messages in there for you not to have a response. And then one is a different phone. It looks like a different, like it just looks different. It looked
I
like how like the texting app numbers look. And from how
see, because I noticed, okay, so in that first thread where all the text messages were on that one side and it wasn't no responses, I noticed if you look at it closely and if you know phones, the texting and the way that the bubbles were and everything, that definitely was. And if you look at the build of that phone, that was an iPhone. But if you look at that call log that was sent, that was from an Android phone. That was screenshotted from an Android phone.
yeah, then it's like there was there's something in there that sticks out to people in the group, and it says, I just want my grandbaby Mark. So then there was a woman that posted in the group and said Mark was an 18-year-old that admitted to meeting her at the park that day at around 5 at the
But
playground.
what I'm this is what I'm getting at. How could there be if an 18-year-old, because he's grown, if an 18-year-old had admitted to meeting up with her at a park on the day that she was taken, do you guys don't think that they would have snatched him up and he would have been on the news? His face would have been on the news. He's an adult. We wouldn't be sitting up talking about her dad and her mom right now if Mark was a person that actually existed
Yeah, it's just
or
the
was
fact
actually
that
in question.
the neighbor's footage doesn't show her leaving the house.
She never. Okay, so let me break that down because if you don't know like that area and you don't know the people that I'm talking about, you're not gonna know this information. On my mom's street, the night that my daughter went missing, most of the cameras had stopped working. There are two people that live near my mom. One is an older man, and the other one is an older woman. The older man, his cameras face the front of my mother's house. They're motion activated. So as long as there's motion, that camera's rolling. Um, there's an old woman. Her cameras point toward the back of my mother's house. They're also motion censored. As long as there's motion, them cameras are rolling. Her cameras point toward the back of my mother's house. They're also motion censored. As long as there's motion, them cameras are rolling. So we talked to the man. The guy, like I said, his camera points to the front of my mom's house. He said he rolled back the footage from like 10 o'clock when my mom was supposed to have been leaving for work. Um, and he said he saw my mom leave. Um, he saw around like 11:30. Darnell and his cousin came. He said their car was back far enough that he could see the door so he could see who was coming in and out. He said they got out the car, they went in the house. When they came out of the house, it was just them two. He said later on, around like 1:30, between like 1:30 to 2 o'clock, there was a black truck that pulled up. Same thing, they were back far enough from the door that he could see like who walked up and who walked up where. Um, He said nobody even got out the black truck. He said the black truck just sat there for 2 hours. Um, but he said there were two men in that black truck, but like I said, they never got out. Um, and then he said he saw when my mom pulled back up around 10 the following morning. Yes.
Okay, so
Okay, so that's that. So that's the front. That's the front of the house. The lady that lives in the back, she said that her camera specifically, it faces the back of my mother's house and the alley that the back of my mom's house is on. She said that, I'm sorry, my cousin had come in too, so I was trying to figure out what was up. Um, but she said that the only thing that she saw that night was the only thing she saw that night was two boys. It looked two white boys or two white men. They didn't look like they were all that old, but they didn't really look young either. She said it looked like they had just came back from the store. They had like little snacks and stuff, and they were eating and drinking, playing, pushing each other, all that stuff. But there was not even a minute that they stopped walking, that they stopped moving forward. And again, no sight of Keimani out the back of the house, Keimani out the back of the house either. Um, I don't know what this is about, but I have been told by my cousins that the basement of my mom's house is boarded on the inside as well as the outside. The basement windows is boarded on the inside and the outside. So legitimately, if my daughter didn't go out like us, I mean, shit, now that I think about it, I don't think there are side windows that she could go out of. No, there's one, but even then, if she did, the old man's camera would have caught it. Left that house, is what I'm saying. My baby never left that house. There was no way for my baby to leave the house. And the story about how she found the house doesn't make any sense either. Because if a gas pilot was on, and I'm going to say it was turned on around 1:45 when my daughter called her father for the last time. If it was cut on about 1:45 and you didn't get home until about 10 o'clock, that's almost a full 8 hours that damn that damn gas was running. As soon as you walked in there, it would have knocked you out. Wouldn't have been no, oh, I seen her panties and her pants and this and that was out of, no. It would have knocked you the fuck out.
because of all that gas builds up in there.
Exactly.
Um, so there was a warrant, a search warrant for your mom's house issued, I think, what, yesterday or the day before?
So when I talked to the detectives last night, when the incident happened with my little cousins, the detectives had said that they had been trying to get a search warrant since since Thursday morning. No, I'm sorry. Wait. Yes, since Friday morning, my bad.
And they haven't
I don't know.
successfully got one.
I don't know. I haven't been able to talk to anybody. I just got the detective on the case. Her name is Rebecca Kincaid. I just got her number today. Um, I haven't been able to talk to anybody outside of the detectives last night, so I really still don't know what's going on.
I feel like they need to search her house. Her emotionless behavior, her nonchalantness is just weird. It's out of character for someone who has been with this child and the child was living with them and they were taking care of them at the time. It's just odd behavior to not be devastated.
To try to show people. She's like, no, no, I'm looking. And my cousin was like, bitch, I'm about to beat your ass because you're not about to play in my face. Not when it comes to my baby cousin. And the girl took off, and nobody has seen her since.
You haven't seen the man either.
No, no, we haven't seen him since she ran off.
People that were living upstairs in your mom's house.
Uh-huh.
So, um, my other question. Ooh, this wig cap because I'm gonna do my hair, but this wig cap pulling my ears. So basically, that's a red flag there. Do I don't know either. I don't know if you would know if they were home. Like, are they? I don't know. You probably can't answer if
Stay in the house. Um, but when the detectives showed up at the house, I don't think nobody was there besides my mom.
okay. Ugh, my this is just mind blowing. So there is a lot of people have asked if the house next door to your mom was searched.
Huh?
The vacant house next to your mom.
What vacant house next to my mom's?
This woman on one of the posts she mentioned that she lived next door to your mom and she ended up moving and it has been vacant
Oh,
since then.
okay. So she talking about the house next to the field then. I didn't know it was vacant.
Yes,
I didn't know it was vacant. I thought she was still living here.
no, she said she moved a year ago and she did ask in the comments if that house was searched. They keep
I
mentioning
no. I'm gonna say no because they still haven't even gotten the full search warrant for my mother's house. So I doubt that they're searching other people's house. If there's not any clear way for, and I'm gonna say even like with us doing our own search for Keimani, like we've gone into abandoned houses, we've gone into vacant houses, but only if we saw like a clear way of entry. We're not breaking windows. We're not kicking in doors. But if a door happens to be open, if a window happens to already be broken or be, what I'm saying, open to a point where somebody can slide in, we're gonna go in. But no, we none of us knew that I don't think any of us knew that that house was vacant. I thought she was still living there. And I've been to my mom's house.
yeah,
I thought that woman was still there in
that
the house.
she said that the house has been vacant for years. She said, "Can you let the family know that they should check that area?" They keep mentioning a house off of forgot where it was. The one I sent to you. It's off something courts. It's a white house. It's abandoned. It's a white house, but it has blue chips paint on it. It has no staircase at all. It's just in bad condition. Because I know that the search is going to continue tomorrow.
It is. So what we're trying to do, and if anybody wants to help, I don't know if anybody is the clothes that they did get from my mother. My mom gave him a random pair of panties because she couldn't find the panties that was on the floor. I guess I don't know.
That's weird
But
too.
she gave him a random pair of panties, and she gave him my daughter's pajama pants. But with everything that with what she did give the detectives, they sent it to the lab and they were not able to get anything off of it except for Keimani's DNA. So I mean, without the panties, we really don't even know.
And then
But
they keep going to the fact that everyone's posting old pictures of her.
cut out contact so that I don't have any way to reach her or my daughter.
Okay, I have to come back because I also forgot to mention, like how she says the neighbor said that that black truck pulled up and sat for 2 hours, but nobody never got out. But and the neighbor also said that it was two men in that black truck. How you know it was two men in the black truck if they never got out? Also, she says, what else she said about the mom with the underwear? It's just so much. This is so much. Let me just be blunt here, because personally, I feel like the mom, she don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. One minute she says she hasn't seen Keimani in years until that Saturday before she went missing. She was able to get her mom to let her come see her. But then you say you used to be at your mom's house. Like, I don't know. It's fishy to me. But also the fact that she didn't even have updated pictures of her daughter. She had them being sent to her. So, what, you never seen your daughter? Like, you didn't know how your daughter looked all the way up until this happened? This is crazy. But also, I could bet my bottom dollar on it that grandma is on drugs. And that's going to play a big part in this case. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'm out.
We bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call these VV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused.